What is up, LEGO fans? Cow60Bricks here, and today I'm going to be ranking all of the Island minifigures. Now, what you see in front of me here is the 3 Island sets I purchased about a week ago. Now, I'm not going to be reviewing them in this video. I just wanted to, I suppose, just show them for a couple of seconds. And you will see a video or two about 1 or 2 of them. Now, how I'm going to do this video is basically just going to be ranking my least favourite minifigure to my most favourite minifigure. And I don't think it really needs any more ado. So let's just start off with number 10, my least favourite.
In last place, we have the Island minifigure. Now, I still think this is a lot more pros than cons, this specific minifigure. However, out of all the 10 Island minifigures, I only believe that 2 have actual flaws with them, and this minifigure is one of them. So, let's just take a closer look now. So, obviously, there are a lot more good things about it. For example, the teal spread shroud is amazing, the half mask and the arms, that's really great. I like the weapon. I wish now it was a spear. That's one small issue because that is her weapon since the movie. Obviously the armor piece in season 11 is on all the Island Ninja apart from Zane, but it looks really great, and I really like the designs they've got going on all over the torso, just on that strip there. Now, the one problem I do have with this minifigure is that the color of her, I think it's called a scrunchie, does not match the half mask, and it really bugs me every time I look at this minifigure. Every other one of the Island Ninja, if you can see them back there, their half masks match their band color, and while this isn't, it's not a hairband, it's still sort of the same thing, and it just really annoys me about it. I'm not sure why they couldn't just color that teal. For the coal, they recolored in orange, so I don't really understand that. But yeah, that's number 10 down. Speaking of coal, here he is in number 9. Now, I don't think this minifigure has any specific flaws per se. However, there are just a lot of things I don't really like about it. The black half mask obviously actually doesn't match the orange, and I just don't like all the black scattered throughout. There's not enough orange. His torso is just very plain. I don't like this big patch thing. His legs are nice enough. And I really hate that movie hairpiece. I really, really hate it. I don't know why. Now, it does look a lot better in orange. And if the half mask was orange as well, it would be better. And I really like the weapon as well, that they managed to get the machete into the scythe sort of shape. Now, that doesn't look too great, but I do enjoy the consistency. Overall, a really nice minifigure. Just has a few aspects I don't enjoy. Next up is the Rumble Keeper, and pretty much every minifigure from this point onwards I don't think has any flaws. It's just in terms of which minifigures are just better or have more good points to them. So, taking a closer look, the reason this guy is not as high as the other keepers is because, now, I really love the keeper design, but his is just not as unique as the others. His only features that make himself unique from the others would be the straw hat, and then his purple angry face. That would be the Rumble Keeper face. And then he has that really nice shield and spear. Are found in a couple of other sets, but I do really enjoy them. And again, I just really love that keeper design. But in terms of Rumble Keeper himself, not as unique as the others, but still a great minifigure and a really nice foot soldier. Here in number 7, we have Powderic, and he has a very unique feature to him. Zooming in, we can see that he, in fact, has 2 heads stacked on top of each other. One of them is the Rumble Keeper's head, the top one, and the other is the Thunder Keeper's head, which we'll take a look at momentarily. And it's just quite cool. His weapons are nice. They're not too cool. And then he just has the normal Keeper torso and legs. Turning him around, you can see a dark green half mask, which actually looks better on the back somehow than the front, because I have tried it. And then that, I call it the Nauticon hairpiece, but it's kind of just a ponytail. And yeah, he looks really good, but he just doesn't have as much cool pieces as the other 2 remaining keepers have. But he is, again, more unique than the Rumble Keeper, so he's earned his place here in number 7. Another Island Ninja here in number 6 with Island Zane. So, zooming in, we can see a lot of great aspects. I really like the blue on his belt. I love when they incorporate blue into his design. Now, he is one of the best torsos, maybe apart from some of the other ones that'll be ahead. And I really like that they've incorporated that sort of metal heart thing that he used to have there. It looks great. I really like that he has a silver arm on one side and then white on the other. The bow and arrow, a lot of people have complaints with that. It doesn't match the other ninjas because he has the quiver instead of the season 11 armor, and he doesn't have a machete incorporated. It's a little bit disappointing for consistency, but it's not too much of a problem because it does look nice with his design. Love the white half mask. Great to get a titanium face for him, because I haven't gotten a set since Ninjago movie, so I haven't gotten one myself. And probably the star quality of the minifigure would be his titanium hairpiece, because this is just new for 2021 and a lot of people had been asking for it, so I feel quite proud to own it. We're getting into the top 5 here with the Thunder Keeper, and now while he does have the normal torso and legs, which are great, and the head isn't anything too special, it's just the white markings with the smiling face as seen on Powderic, but it is sort of the feature of the Thunderkeeper. Powderic's just a mashup of the two. And then he has this nice weapon, and the other one does have the white spear. And the main part of him, actually I'll just bring it over here, is this tribal mask. I absolutely love this piece. It is amazing. It looks so good on them. And there actually was none of these guys in the show, which was a little bit disappointing. But I love this design. This piece is just amazing. Out of all the foot soldiers from the Keepers, definitely my favourite one, just because of this mask. But all of the Keepers for this wave are absolutely amazing. This one has to take the cake with that mask though. We're going to finish up the Keepers now with Chief Mantis, and some people may have expected me to put him a bit higher, but overall I actually prefer the normal Keepers torso and legs. I don't know, I just feel like there's too much going on. It doesn't really work for me. His staff is quite cool. If we take off this, which we'll get to later, he does have a nice golden face, and really the only reason he is above the others would be for this piece right here, and it looks amazing on him. Altogether the minifigure looks really great. I think it's just a touch better than the Thunderkeeper, just because overall it just feels like a lot more complete, and honestly, like, it's just this piece. Without it he's nothing. It looks incredible. You've got all those teal spikes coming out, and the horns here, I suppose, they just add to it, and yeah, it's just an amazing piece, much like the Thunderkeeper's mask. But I don't know, he just looks a little bit better to me. Sliding right on into the top 3, we have the amazing Island Kai. I just love the design of this minifigure. First of all, the hairband and hair combo just looks amazing. It's obviously a new piece. For me anyways, it did come out a little bit earlier in January, but it's relatively new. His weapons would be the 2 machetes just on their own, obviously mimicking his movie weapons, which is just 2 katanas. And then we have just a great torso and legs, and that like sort of stripe going down. Only himself and Jay have that sort of stripe feature going on, but I really enjoy it, and I love the detailing that he has, much like a lot of the other ninja. And I always think dark red goes really well with the normal coloured red, and that's great for his arms as well. Overall, a really solid minifigure. After a lot of thought, I've decided to put Island J in number 2. Now, it was really difficult to make the decision between the top 2, but I do think that the Island J is just a little bit inferior to the other minifigure. So zooming in, we can see amazing details. The blue looks great, the dark blue as well with the arms. This one is very similar to the Kai minifigure. I just think it does better because I think that yellow detailing, just a small bit of yellow, looks amazing. J minifigures do really well when they have yellow on them, but not too much. Too much looks bad, so they need to have the right amount, and this does that perfectly. All of the little details, like he's ready for the jungle, the bottle, and then the belt, just looks great. And there's not too much going on that it's sort of like muddled looking. He obviously has the machete incorporated into his nunchucks, which looks great. And then that hairband and hair combo, I thought it was going to look pretty bad based off the boxes. And previously, my thoughts were that the Kai was a better minifigure than the J. But upon seeing him in person, I just think that the hairband piece really works a lot more than I thought it would, and it looks just really great. And this is like sort of exclusive to the island. It's the only one that is, and the coal one, but not the actual piece. So it's pretty cool.
My favorite minifigure from the entire season 14 wave is
the Island Lloyd minifigure. Now, if you can do simple processes of elimination, you would have already figured that out. But yeah, this is just an amazing minifigure. The hair and headband just works really well. He's the only one that has these markings on his face. I think they look great. He did get new face prints as well. The green just looks really, really good. Those, like, I suppose pentagon designs nearly, or hexagon actually, with the little circles in them, they look amazing in the background. The leaves, all the colour, you can obviously see that they tried the hardest really on the Lloyd, because he is the main character focus, so he probably got most of the budget put into him, or a good bit of it anyways. And then his machete with that little dangly piece that he had from the movie and has carried on since. But yeah, overall I just think this Lloyd minifigure, the colours and everything just works really well, but it was very close between the top three.
If you enjoyed the video, that's all from me. Have a great... I almost forgot, if you don't like, subscribe and share this with your friends. The buildable bat will be very upset.